Hello, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whenever you find this. Happy January 11th, or whatever day it may be. Uh-oh. It appears to be frozen here. I don't know if you can see me right now. I've been having some technical difficulty. I had to restart my computer. Jackie, can you hear me or see me? I just had to restart my computer and everything, and end up going live at 6:32, which equals 11. What? Plus, I just got home right in the nick of time to do this, and I passed this guy on the street who has a business in town. He's great. I love that guy, and he was heading home. He was heading home for the night, and right when I passed him and we did our greeting and everything, I realized that he had an 11 on his shirt. I was like, "Oh my gosh, you have an 11 on your shirt!" And he was like, he stopped and froze, and he looked like there was something wrong. Okay, wait, I'm gonna add to stage. Saturnian Sun. Oh my gosh, so good to see you, man. Raw. Well, this was not the intention. I don't know what's going on with my let's see my settings here. Camera, cam link, you're on the right thing. It's just like got that little buffering. Yeah, it's the black screen because it's the new moon. Oh, son of a gun. But yeah, I got all my errands done out there, feeling really good about that. Well, shoot, you know what? I'm going to try and exit this and come right back, and maybe I'll get some video here, because I don't know if it's the blackberry is a yummy. Okay, I'm going to try and be right back. Boom. Okay. Weird glitching tonight, all the way up to the stream. But yeah, welcome everybody. Happy 11th. Oh, speaking of 11, all right. So it's the 11th day, resonating to 11. But if you didn't know, if you add all of the numbers of the date, including the year, it still resonates to 11. And then, okay, so when I was just out getting gas and errands and things like that, my hair's a bit of a mess. I didn't really have time, so I got the cap on, but I love the cap. I stopped and I got gasoline in my vehicle, and I was like, okay, I'm going to get $33.33 worth, which I did. And then it ended up giving me 11.657 gallons. I saw the first number is 11.65 is 11. Then you add 7. When you add all of those together, it all resonates to 11. Thank you, universe, right? Oh my gosh. I actually even took a picture of it because I was that pumped. I was though. Okay, I'm gonna share it. Gallery. Camera. Let's go with this one. Okay, and I think in order to share this picture properly, I have to turn the light down on my phone so it can be seen here. So, boom. 11657 pumped. Dude. I love puns. Oh shoot. Oh, you know what? While I'm in here, I'll show you too. I have flowers in my kitchen that are blooming right now. Little white flowers on my it's just like a jungle up in my kitchen. It's great. In fact, those flowers are already no more. I'm glad that I took the picture this morning. They're already fallen, but they keep blooming, right? Yeah. Why did I take 18 pictures of the same thing? Because I was like, look at it. Okay, so to the meat of it. Today, we are reading The Secret Language of Birthdays, your complete personology guide for each day of the year by Gary Goldschneider and Juiced Elfers. And January 11th, the day of evaluation. So month January, day 11, your sign is 20 to 22 degrees Capricorn. You are a Capricorn 3 and you are a cardinal earth sign. Also something I wanted to say, which I mean, I probably should say it in each video, but this is talking specifically about your sun sign. There are so many other placements up in the sky when you came into the earth where all the planets were, right? But this is your sun sign. I'll go into a little explanation about those signs too. So your main signs are your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign. And I have a little diagram I'll show you, which made me understand those placements. So this avocado right here, your sun sign. Hey, is it doing weird things? Am I still live? Okay, the screen went weird. So your sun sign, it's like the meat of the avocado. It's the biggest parts, right? The moon sign, it's like the pit of the avocado. And that's where like your motivations and your feelings reside. And then your ascending sign or your rising sign is like the peel of the avocado. It's like how the world perceives you, what's being presented, like your outer tougher skin, right? I'm Cappy rising, Leo moon, and Taurus sun, but I have tons of Taurus throughout my chart. I'm pretty Taurian, right? But yeah, that avocado helped kind of understand a little bit better about those signs. So the 11th, the day of evaluation. Genevieve, awesome. Welcome in, everybody. I love you guys. Jen, I had so much fun in your chat today. That was great. Your curly hair, so beautiful. Even though both of you, Lily Rose and you guys are like coughing in chorus. You're healing together too, I hope. Okay. It is the forte of the strong-willed, highly capable individuals born on January 11 to be able to accurately size up and evaluate the people and life experiences they meet. January 11 people often pride themselves on their unbiased approach to life, but to the extent that their perceptions are dominated by their belief system, their objectivity can be clouded. Those born on this day who can put their personal beliefs aside more often can more evenly assess what they see around them. A difficulty for many January 11 people is that they are highly moral and, to that extent, rigid in their condemnation of what does not fit their beliefs. This can be hard on their children in particular, since condemnation not only imbues children with feelings of guilt, but also eats away at their self-confidence and ability to function as independent individuals. January 11 January 11 parents must therefore avoid placing themselves high in the judgment seat, as such a stance ultimately ferments antagonism and rebellion. No, wait, it doesn't say ferment. It says foments. Foments. F-O-M-E-N-T-S. I'm going to have to look that up later. I don't know what it means. Does it mean ferment? When it comes to appraising texts, objects, methods, finances, and systems of all sorts with which they are familiar, January 11 people really shine. In their area of expertise, they are often sought out by others to render expert opinions, perhaps on the value of objects and investments or the quality and authenticity of writings, crafts, and arts. They display excellent analytical abilities and are skilled judges in this aspect, calmly separating the wheat from the chaff. Those born on this day can usually spot something phony in an instant, and thus are extremely valuable when the task at hand is weeding out waste or corruption. Indeed, January 11 people are very hard to fool when it comes to most matters. Unfortunately, those born on this day can be truly hard-headed and stubborn. They know what they know, and that's it. Very little is left open for discussion where their mind is made up. They may, however, speak with the same degree of confidence and sense of infallibility when discussing matters they know little or nothing about. This can drive others crazy, but they themselves often just calmly repeat themselves and stand firm. Unless proven wrong, What they say may be taken for the gospel. The crying need of January 11 people is to develop greater flexibility. Because they already show marked human qualities of generosity, kindness, and devotion, it is really only their judgmental attitudes which keep them from being even more open and accepting. Prejudices and rigidly held opinions can only stand in the way of those born on this day, exercising their strength, that is, apprehending life experiences with insight and clarity of vision. Although great persistence and patience will be needed, January 11 people may be able to develop a more open mind through applying their own evaluative talents and analytical abilities to themselves. Interesting. Juicy. I relate to some of that. Even though I'm not born on the 11th, I am in numerology. I'm an 11, and sometimes I can relate to that rigidity in some ways. And so can my parents. And my sister. All right, so numbers and planets. Those born on the 11th day of the month are ruled by the number 2 and by the moon. Those ruled by the number 2 often make good co-workers and partners rather than leaders. In the case of January 11 people, who may be loners due to the added influence of Saturn, ruler of Capricorn, moon influences may manifest as an insight into how society operates and how to define their own societal role. Those born on this day most often make excellent, faithful mates. Not uncommonly, the number 11 indicates an interest in twins, coincidences, symmetry, mirror images, and other doubles. Do you see? I am. I've always been fascinated by twins. I thought maybe one day I might have twins. I've been thinking that since I was little, but I never wanted babies. So yeah. Tarot. The 11th card of the major arcana is Justice. A serene seated woman holding the scales in one hand with a sword in the other. She reminds us of the order of the universe and that balance and harmony will be maintained in our lives as long as we continue on our path. The positive aspects of this card are integrity, fairness, honesty, and discipline. The negative aspects are low initiative, impersonality, and fear of innovation and grievances. Health. Those born on January 11 often devote themselves to the care of others and can wear themselves out doing so. They must learn to relax and take vacations from their work. In addition, they have to let up from time to time and have enough faith to allow things to run by themselves. Certain physical manifestations of their psychological rigidity may manifest, particularly affecting the bones and skeletal system as they get older. As far as diet is concerned, January 11 people must avoid restrictedness here, as well as be open to new recipes and, in general, new approaches to food and cooking. A highly varied, well-balanced diet is best for them. They should make an effort to get regular, mild to moderate physical exercise, particularly walking and swimming, are recommended. Your advice: maintain flexibility and be open for change. Don't condemn someone before giving them a chance. Admit your mistakes and be rich in your praise when it is warranted. So, meditation for this day. Having as few preconceptions as possible allows one to breathe fresher air. Juicy. Having as few preconceptions as possible allows one to breathe fresher air. Dig it. Amazing. Another amazing affirmation or meditation. Okay, so now we go to born on this day. Ooh, Alexander Hamilton, American patriot, Washington's general and aide, political and economic theorist, first Secretary of Treasury, helped write the Constitution, and was killed in a duel by Aaron Burr at age 46. William James, a psychologist, founder of functionalism, a philosopher and pragmatist who wrote The Varieties of Religious Experience. Eva Le Gallienne, Galliene, Galliene, actress, Broadway director, producer, founder of American repertory theater. F.H. Boland, an Irish leader, UN General Assembly president. Grant Tinker, NBC head. Tracy Calkins, a U.S. Olympic 3 gold medal winning swimmer. Set 5 world records. Roger Guillemin, a neuroendocrinologist, shared Nobel Prize with Shalley for peptide hormones. Wow. Clarence Clemens, a saxophonist, and Bruce Springsteen's E Street Band. Rod Taylor, a film actor. Shmuel, Shmuel, Shmuel Ashkenazi, a violinist. Wilbur DeParis, a jazz Dixieland trombonist and bandleader. Eva Hess, a sculptor. Ezra Cornell, a businessman, philanthropist, and developed telegraph systems and founded Cornell University. Sir John Alexander, the first Canadian Prime Minister. Jean Cretin, a Canadian Liberal Party leader. Naomi Judd, a country western singer of the Judds. Bob Enevoldston. Bob Enevoldston, a jazz trombonist and tenor saxophonist and bassist. Maurice Druffel, a French composer. Henry Howard, a Duke of Norfolk, and then the Marquis Curzon of Kettleston, a British statesman. Interesting. Cool. So awesome. Interesting stuff about January 11. So now we have completed that portion. I now welcome you to the Daily Oracle Pull. And because it's the new moon, I thought it was suiting that we should pull a card from the Moonology Oracle cards deck. And I also felt compelled to pull one from the Starseed Oracle. So we'll get a little prayer here, and then we'll do it to it. All right, for our best and highest good, let's find out. Let's see what this 11-day holds on the Oracle front. One Moonology card, por favor. One card for the 11th. Oh, that was almost it, but not quite. There it is. Okay. Dude. A new start is coming. A new moon. You can't make it up. I love it. Okay, wait. I'm going to pull this other card too. I'm going to shuffle these and get this one out and we'll read them together. Man. Okay, great. I feel a sneeze coming in. Oh. Maybe. Excuse me. Maybe. Woo, it's going away. All right. One last shuffle. All right. For the 11th, this energy. Boom. That was too many cards. I'm taking the up card. Ooh, I love this card so much. Actually, well, I guess that's part of why I do cards. I love them all. Okay, so double mission. Light worker starseed, serve the world by being you. Let's hold them up. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at the galaxy energy. It's thick. It's strong. All that purple. Like maybe they could have been like drawn together almost. Wow. Juicy. All right, let's check this out. All right, so a new start is coming, new moon. I mean, you barely really need to say anything else about that. That just is the case. This is a new cycle, but it's also the very first new cycle of this year. Lake Superior Skywatcher, you are too kind. Wow, thank you so much. And welcome in. Happy 11th. I get to see you twice today. Thank you so much. Too kind. So yeah, this new start that is here, it's upon us. Outside right now, that sky is so black. It is a blank, dark canvas for you to light up, to paint it whichever way you want to. And it's showing here that draw on your wisdom. This is a new moon that is surrounded in these purple hues, purple all over the scale here. We've got a tiny bit of blue coming in with communication, and it's at the top. So it's almost like that 11 energy of like communicating with your guides. And that's where your wisdom is informed from. That is the communicating source at the top of this card here. And then all these flecks of light and experience and what you've learned. And like, it's like, maybe it looks like chaos up close, but when you like draw out and you look at this big picture, what an artwork that you've already created. Even the stuff that we've jacked up, right? Or we've quote unquote jacked up. It's like always a lesson. So coming from your own wisdom and your own guides, paint the sky, paint your life the way you want it to be. And earlier today when I was in Jen's chat, we were talking about lots of really cool things. But there was a bit that we were talking about, and it had to do with, like, how do I say? It had to do with basically trusting and knowing yourself when and how to move, and not allowing others to make you feel bad about it. Like, we all, the information's out there. If you want to smoke a cigarette, smoke a cigarette. And, if you're having trouble with it, then don't do it, right? You have to be the one who says for your own self. But we are like so full of this wisdom and this energy. And you really are wise enough to make your own path. And like where we stumble, right? Lessons to be learned. It's a good thing, even when it doesn't feel so much that way. So this double mission, you're also being called, you're being called into your own light worker, energy, that you are a star seed here, that you serve the world by being you. And that totally lines up with just something that I'm like, you know what I said the other day, I'm a huge proponent of. I'm actually a huge advocate. That's the right word. I'm a huge advocate of being authentically yourself. And I just have this huge passion behind the fact that you're the only one who has your view. You could only bring us what it is that you've experienced. You can only show us through your lens in your own particular way. And this woman with this beautiful cocoa skin right here, it's like no blemishes, and her closed eyes and her lips, they're gold. Gold is a when it comes to alchemy and it comes to past civilizations, gold is a powerful metal. It's a powerful energy to behold. It never rusts, and it stays shiny, and it's also malleable but hard at the same time. And it really stands for also just your own power. And there's also some interesting things you can look into about humans being used to harvest gold back in the day for possibly other, people on different planets. But this gold, it's like you see through it. You speak through it. You're speaking from your authentic own nature here. And it's like, it's truth. It's truth that you see, and it's truth that you speak. And I'm feeling that hardcore, in contrast with possibly everything else around you. Sometimes it makes it feel like a lonely path, and sometimes that's what it is to be 11. You learn so many things, and you just want to share them with the world, but not everybody's on the same page that you're on. So instead of getting maybe caught up in trying to specifically, teach a lesson to one person, just put it out there in the world. People will gravitate towards you that need to be there. And yeah, the more that you delve in this, the greater this connection is going to grow. And I feel that hardcore by the way we see these like wispy whites that are like right on her temple. It is like your brain firing, and it's in conjunction with these other wispy colors right up in here. So it's like right from the divine. And that's also what 11 means too. It's like pulling out from our imagination something into the physicality of the world. And if you were born on this day too as a Capricorn, that's a part of being an earth sign too, the physical nature of what it is you're bringing into the world. And like so you're a light worker starseed. You serve the world by being you. And sometimes also that can feel like I don't know, I felt that way anyways before a couple times, a lot of times, that like what am I doing? What am I supposed to do? You know? And a lot of the times the answer is just be yourself. It's like, oh, thank you. Like, it gives me so much direction. Oh my gosh, right? But maybe learning to breathe and be in that space with ourselves is a lesson too, at least for me. So man, this 11 day, it's gorgeous. You know, even though we're at where we are right here, I already pulled 2 cards and I don't normally do that. Let's get a Forest Fae for this day as well. One last capping energy. Forest Fae card. I love these cute little cards. Just cute little messages. Boom. The Thimble Witch. There is magic in beginnings to start something new. Oh my gosh, look. New moon energy, even from the Forest Fae. There is magic in beginnings to start something new. Okay, I'm feeling a parchment guide here. Okay, well, which makes me feel like saying some more cool things. There are magic in beginnings, and it's those daily steps that we're trudging along. You know what I mean? Something else we talked about in Gens today, you know, not getting too unreasonably disappointed in yourself for not seeing immediate results, that it is the daily walk, those baby steps that we make. All of this new energy, so exciting. 11 days into the year. So we've got the earth, we've got the passion. Oh my gosh, too, rabbit hair energy. That's been flowing with us from this week. Rebirth, intuition, new beginnings, springing ahead. Oh my gosh, what does spring hold for us? Juicy, juicy. So one last thing I'll say before we close this out. Today is a brilliant day to take to paper with pen and write down some words of things that you want to manifest in your life. The act of actually writing it down in ink on a piece of paper in a physical way, it is and it is a step that it's magic, really. It's a part of manifestation and magic. And it's always my aim to take at least a little bit of time every new moon to write down what it is that I am aiming to draw into life. And so, yeah, I invite you and encourage you to do that ritual for yourself. Sometimes it just really helps to get a little bit clearer on where we're headed. I'm always like wanting to draw. I want to manifest it all. But might be better for us to have a main focus. At least that's what everything says that I read about. And you can still have goals. It's nice to just do like one at a time. Tequila. Oh my gosh. So we were talking, I tried this Jim Beam coffee, and it tastes like that aged barrel flavor, but there's no alcohol in it. It's so good. Part of my errands today, I went and I bought everything that they had at the store. It's so good. But anyhow, I love you guys. It's good to see you. It's good to be a part of you, and you enrich my life. I appreciate you, and I'm going to keep it rolling one day at a time. Internet connection, whatever happens, I'll end up being here. So thank you, everyone here. Thanks to my friends and family. Thank you to StreamYard and to YouTube. And above all, thank you so much, Spirit. Thank you, Goddess. Thank you, God. And yeah, I'm wishing you guys some sweet dreams. And I will see you next time. Mwah. Thank you. And